This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We are here in Sheffield. Big one, isn't it, Eddie?
Massive one. I mean, actually, Bunsey was saying earlier, like, everyone knows how big it is, you can see by the turnout today, but I think historically, this is like one you look forward to for 12 months. It's an all-British classic. It's just that the schedule, not just from us, but like we have so many fight nights now in British and world boxing that it's just sometimes we take it for granted. We should enjoy Saturday. It's a real, like I said, it's a British classic, and I think it'll be a tremendous fight.
I think it's about 6 weeks' time. It'll be 10 years since the first Froch Groves fight. Has this got shades of that potentially on Saturday night?
Yeah, because when you look at the British classics of the past, it's always two super credible guys, sometimes two world champions, two former world champions, guys that have boxed at the highest level. And when you look in the featherweight division, arguably, these two right up there is the two of the very best. So the fact that they live an hour away from each other, they're in the middle fighting, it kind of works out great. It's going to be 9,000 or 10,000 in there on Saturday. The atmosphere is going to be unbelievable. And I can't see anything but a great fight. And by the way, just look at the card as well. Like, the card is banging. Really, really good card, top to bottom, and I think you're going to see a great night of boxing on Saturday.
How do you think the main event plays out?
I think it could be over in 6 or 7 rounds. I think Josh Warrington is going to come out like a steam train. I think he feels that he can run through Lee Wood. Lee Wood feels that if Warrington comes out, he's going to time him onto everything and knock him out. So I think both guys think they win this fight by stoppage. And I think both guys could go down in this fight. I think it'll be a backwards and forward. You know, Warrington throws punches with ferocity, with great volume. Lee Wood is a fantastic counter puncher that likes to stand in a pocket and trade as well. I think both guys can get hurt in the fight. It's just you know, when you analyse the fight, can you see anything but a really, really exciting fight?
You spoke about like becoming numb to things, but do you still get up for this sort of fight?
Fights like this, I don't become numb to fights. I become numb to the bullshit and the stick and the banter and the abuse or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? So, and I think that you become numb as well to the disappointment. So, but the highs you never become numb to. You know, that this is actually what reminds you about what you love so much about sport. When I watch these two boys come in on Saturday night, and I've seen them at their highest and I've seen them at their lowest, both of them. So to see them in this moment again, you know, and this is what they live for, this is what they love for. And I think this will be one of the best atmospheres either of them have ever experienced, because you've got both sides, and that's what always lends itself to a fantastic atmosphere.
Conway Udofia going under the radar a bit. It's a really good British fight.
I think even when you go, Nico Leviar's in a big step up on Before the Bell. Keep your eyes out for Cameron Vong, fantastic talent. Junaid Boston's got a tough fight on Saturday. Conor Coghill against Hopi Price, 2 undefeated fighters, final eliminator for the British featherweight title, Yorkshire Derby, Udofia.
I don't know what's happening, Ed. I shouldn't be on IFL.
We're headlocking him and making him into
It's a double IFL interview here. This is a double.
You're actually the same size.
We are, aren't we?
Yeah.
He could be my sparring partner.
No wonder you're beating me in 5Ks. Do you know what I mean?
You're 6'5", mate. I should
what,
fucking
that's-
hope so.
What's with the language?
Sorry, yeah, excuse me.
What do you think you are?
Sorry.
Anyway, what are we doing now?
I
don't know. Cougar just made
Double
me run over.
IFL, what?
He said we get double views if Eddie's in it, so we ran over.
That is basically true.
That's what he said.
Do you know what? Every now and again, I go through the views, right, and it will say like 2K, 3K, 4K. Eddie Hearn says this, 150K. Do you know what I mean?
It's a blessing and a curse, really.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I wouldn't say that, you know, I'm the biggest star in British boxing, but I'm in the top one.
But you're not the biggest star.
No, but I'm in the top one.
So you said top 5, but you're not too...
No, I don't. Listen, you know me, I'm humble.
Humble.
I'm happy to spread the love and to help people raise their
You're
profiles.
so humble, Eddie.
Like Parsons. Have you been drinking?
No.
I thought the same.
Oh, this is horrible.
Forwards tonight.
No, but the eyes are everywhere. Like you're
just
coming over swearing and.
Oh, shocking.
Not very professional, is it?
Claire wouldn't be happy.
Claire wouldn't be.
No, anyway.
Claire.
Oh shit, yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you want to talk real boxing?
Oh, you're lovely.
By the way,
Give it a bit.
my daughter said to me, "Why did you say that you love Parsons' mum?" And I'm like, "Oh, it was my sign language." She goes, "It's like you're weird." I was like, "Oh, thanks." Yeah.
I bet the less said about that one, the better.
Right, we've got to reel off a couple of quick ones because I think we're being pulled away. That's scandalous, by the way, behind me, what's going on there. A year since CONOR BENN adverse findings. Been a bit of a roller coaster year?
You could say that. I mean, you know, you live and learn. You learn a lot, and when you look at how other people have been treated, the questions they've had put to them, you know, the negativity throughout the media, no one else is getting 2% of the energy that Conor Benn's got. But he's made mistakes. We've made mistakes. The board have made mistakes. I think we've all learned from it. Hopefully now, obviously he's fought now. Was 18 months, but and the plan is absolutely to see him fight December 23rd as well.
Spoke to Nissa Sowland on Tuesday. He said that he doesn't think Conor Benn can fight in the UK. Would he be right in saying that at the moment?
Not necessarily. I mean, I think legally he definitely can. Do we want to go down that route? Not really. You know, we want to have sensible conversations with the board, of which we'll do. But we've pretty much got a deal ready to go internationally. But we want to do it in the UK. So that will be up to the British Boxing Board of Control, and we'll see what they say.
Did you see Josh Taylor's comments? I think he said, I KO him for being a cheat.
Yeah, good. That's it. You know, firstly, we want to make Josh Catterall against Jack Catterall. Josh Taylor against Josh Catterall, if he can come through Jorge Linares. And then if he was to come through Jack Catterall, 100% make the Conor Benn fight. I mean, it's a great fight. But right now, the focus is definitely Eubank Jr.
What do you think of this Frank Warren's Magnificent 7 card? Because it's come under quite a bit of praise and quite a bit of stick online.
I think it's a good card. I mean, the problem is the fighters in it don't have a very big profile. So it's not. I don't think it's going to sell very well. If you go back to the Magnificent 7 of the older years and compare, I mean, James DeGale, Frankie Gap, Billy Joe, amazing. So I think when you actually look at the card, I think it's a good night of boxing. But I don't think it will get anybody outside of the hardcore interested. But that's difficult to do these days. So, I don't think it's going to...
How many tickets does it sell?
Listen, it's not easy at the moment. You know, people talk about tickets aren't... You know, people say, there were some empty seats at Jordan Thompson against Opatara. Quite right. It ain't a big fight. You'll see 9,000 or 10,000 here. You'll see over 7,000 at Catterall against Linares. You'll see 10,000 for Katie Taylor against Chantel Cameron. Our December 2nd show, you'll see 9,000, which we're about to announce as well. So, but they've got to be good. When they're good cards, people will go. I don't know how many tickets that'll sell. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. But it's a really good night of boxing. Just no one's really heard of the fighters outside of the hardcore.
Are you going to be having a pop at Frank Warren for doing another show at Your Call this week?
Is he? I didn't even know. Are they doing VADA testing?
I don't know. Should we ask him?
Maybe your mate can, but I doubt he will.